Hello, this is ToniVA, and this is going to be just a personal voice recording of what's been going on. Sorry, this is unscripted, so there's going to be a lot of ums and ahs. I do apologise, I'm pretty socially awkward despite being a customer service advisor at my job, and I do a lot of other things. So, I started voice acting in April 2021. So we were still under a lockdown during that time. I was in college and I had just finished. So I wasn't sure what to do after college, and I didn't know whether I wanted to go to university, which is considered college in America. I kind of found voice acting. There was an old link I found on my email from one of the career advisors I spoke to at my college, and I really enjoyed watching like cartoons and anime and playing video games, and I used to think it was really cool. I never knew it was a job or anything like that. I didn't think it was like an actual career. Don't ask me why, I don't know, just my mind as a kid. And I never, at the time, wanted to do that or take it seriously. So, after college, I just thought I was going to go to university and be an editor, because that's what I did. I did editing, I did media production, which is like recording music videos, editing them, a lot of photography, everything. There's a mix of everything, journalism, whatever. It was really good. I learned a lot of skills during my 3 years at college. It was very unfortunate how the pandemic affected my last year, but luckily it brought me into the voice acting world, and I wouldn't have discovered voice acting and knowing that it was a full-fledged career if it weren't for the pandemic. Obviously, the pandemic was a bad thing and it's affected everybody's lives in a bad way, and it's still affecting us today, especially financially and with our health. But anyway, when I started voice acting, I found Casting Call Club, which is a fantastic free website where you can audition for anything, for original projects, for fan projects, for anything, just a bridge series. Even professional projects are on there if you look hard enough, and if you have like a paid subscription, you get access to better jobs and stuff, and like you can speak with professional creators through messages. Something like that. You can just have access to more facilities on the website. And I'm not sure if it's going to be moving to paid soon, but at the moment it's still free. So I do recommend it to beginner voice actors who are just starting out. So at the time, like I said, I left college. I didn't know what to do. I was working my first career. I was working an office job and I wasn't really enjoying it, and it was pretty miserable some days, really stressful. And I was kind of missing education because it was my first career, and just adapting to that first job in the adult world can be difficult as a young adult. I was going through depression and a lot of other stuff. So I ended up taking some classes. I had some money saved in the bank from my job, my full-time job, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to take some online voice acting classes instead of going to university and spending thousands and thousands of pounds, not knowing what career I wanted to do or what courses I wanted to do. So the classes started in May 2021. And from the first class, I loved it, and I got very friendly with a lot of the other beginner voice actors there, and to this day, we still work together on fan projects and original projects. Not as often, we're pretty busy right now with our jobs, our other jobs that we've got. We're still in fan projects and original projects, but we're still really close friends this day. And I'm so glad to have met them all. And we are in so many Discord communities. I cannot count them. I don't have enough hands to count. Probably over 100, some of us. But yeah, it's been a wild journey, our voice acting journey together. We have took classes from May 2021 to, I'd say, around March 2022. It's probably been over a year of taking voice acting lessons, something like that. I'm not sure, but it may be even longer than that. But I took private workshops. I took them with industry professionals, people who've done ADR. It's honestly been a fantastic journey. There were times when we all struggled together. We went through periods of self-consciousness and our confidence wasn't very good. But as we kept doing voice acting, and I created my own YouTube channel. Well, I have loads now, loads of YouTube channels, multiple. They're not monetized, but I have a lot of fan projects on there. I've worked so hard editing a lot of projects together, like Sonic projects, Kingdom Hearts, Persona, you name it, just so many fan projects. And I've done them in different communities, and a lot of the people who I did the classes with are in those projects. And it's helped them a lot too, and they've gained confidence, and they've gotten a lot better at voice acting over the past year. Well, the past 2 years. So it's 2023 now, so we've been voice acting for nearly 2 years, believe it or not. I mean, it might not sound like a lot, but those 2-3 years have flown by since I've left college. And for a lot of the others who I did voice acting classes with, it has flown by so fast. We are on our own path now. Some of us are not doing voice acting anymore. Some of us have moved on to something else, or another passion, or another career choice that we want to pursue. But most of us are just working our day jobs full time. We're very busy with that, and life goes on. And some of us are still working on our passion, like me. I'm still working on my YouTube. Instead of voice acting, it's more YouTube and editing these days, and fan projects and all that. But I don't know, I just feel like YouTube is the path I'd rather go down now, there's not much work in voice acting, especially in the UK. I know people would say, what are you talking about? There's loads of websites online you can audition for. Well, I can't afford. I'm in a bit of a bad financial situation at the moment. And everybody is really. And it's very time consuming, spending all your free time after work when you're tired or you've had a really long day. And then, just working on voice acting, auditioning all the time, and you're up against thousands of people. And to be honest, I really need to build my confidence. I have social anxiety, believe it or not. Many people don't think so. But I do, and it is difficult in my day job. I have to really fake it till I make it, put on a smile, put on a fake front with customers. You have to, really, you have no choice. And even as a voice actor, you're just constantly faking it. It's not how you feel, really. I mean, sometimes you have those days where you're ready to go, you've got all this energy, you just can't wait to get in the booth. I haven't got a booth, but you know what I mean. You just can't wait to get your voice out, start shouting or whatever you need to do, record some lines that you're looking forward to. But then you also have those days where you're unmotivated and you're tired and you might be feeling a bit down, and it's difficult. Voice acting is, it's a job. It's still a job. You can love your job. You can go to work loving your job every day, but we all have those days where we're down or we're like, we can do this, But I just think that voice acting is not the career it used to be. It's a lot more oversaturated and it's undervalued. A lot of voice actors don't get the recognition they deserve these days. That's just my opinion. I mean, based off research I've done, I don't want to hit any big companies. I don't want to shame any companies. But for example, like, Funimation or Crunchyroll, I've been hearing things like making $150 to voice a protagonist in a movie. That's just crazy. $150, for a whole movie. I mean, I can't imagine how many lines the protagonist must have had. Like, yes, $150 is a lot of money, but for some people, but the movie made billions, millions, billions. But that's just wrong. The voice actors are like one of the main cause of the project. Without a voice actor, you haven't got anything. It's the same with everything. An animator, artist, whatever you are, music composer, editor. Every person plays their part in a project. And without that one piece, it's just going to be a failure. So that's why I get really mad when people of the creative arts, creative careers don't get enough recognition. And AI seems to be taking over for a lot of that nowadays. Let's hope that it becomes more fair for artists and voice actors, and anyone of any creative career will get more recognition, the financial stability they deserve, and hopefully we can actually get a career out of it instead of, fighting for roles, because people are getting really greedy nowadays and a lot of people just being reused, basically. Like, I understand you need experience, but you've got to give chance to newcomers. You really have. It just makes me feel sad, because those of us who've gone to university, we've spent a lot of money on classes, or we've put our heart and soul into doing whatever, unpaid work, paid work, and we're just not getting anywhere. Like, as for me, my story, long story short, I've been voice acting for nearly 2 years now, and the most I've probably earned, I would have to say, I've probably only earned £45 from voice acting projects and editing, so that's not just voice acting. I've probably only earned like 30 from voice acting projects and 15 from editing, something like that. Not including just friends who've paid me like $10 or something for mini things. But that's over 2 years, you know. I can't live off that money, obviously. And I have worked myself to the bone. I cannot tell you enough. Grinded every day, especially after a long day at work, full time. And it just gets too much. I've done so much for free. It's unbelievable. I still do. I'm in so many projects. I know I shouldn't expect payment from fan projects, but the amount of work that some directors are asking for on Discord and Casting Call Club, it's just not right. And a lot of directors are not. I wanted to open up about this. A lot of directors on Casting Call Club, they're either children or young adults, teenagers, and they have a lot of time on their hands. And we're not getting treated fairly. There's a lot of bad things going on behind closed doors that people don't see. They're just abusing people. Like, I have spent a lot of money on my voice acting equipment and classes, and I'm considered a professional now. I never really thought I was that good, but I'm now realising how much I've been exploited and abused for these past 2 years, and it makes me sad how much time I've wasted on many fan projects, even an indie game that got cancelled that I was in, some American company. So that was really disappointing because I spent many months working on that and I didn't get any compensation, didn't even get paid, just the game got cancelled and that was it. Like, yeah, you're done. And it just makes me realise how much time I've wasted. Same with other fan projects. I've edited projects as well for other directors, never got any credit, never got any compensation, just been cancelled. And this is what's going on all the time on Casting Call Club, on Discord, on loads of Twitter, on Instagram, like all the social media websites. And it's just getting worse. And yeah, I know I'm still rambling. To finally get to what I was saying, if you're still listening to this video, a lot of my friends in my voice acting channel are going through a rough patch right now. They've had a really rough time since the start of the pandemic. And they've just been working and grinding and doing voice acting and have lost passion, for their projects. Sometimes we just need that time to ourselves to just play a video game. Maybe voice acting can be a hobby. Everything doesn't have to be a career. You don't have to make your hobby into a career. Look, these videos that you watch or you see advertisements on TikTok or whatever that say, turn your passion to a career. Yeah, well, that's what a lot of us tried to do and it didn't work out. And it actually made us hate our hobby. You end up going from loving what you're doing to hating it. And that is kind of what's happened to me. I'm severely burned out. I'm a one-man team working on multiple projects, working a full-time job, and I'm exhausted. And so are a few people I know in other servers. The Luna Hoshi server, there's a few people in that one, if you know which one I'm talking about, and my own server as well. I'm not going to name names, but there's one person in particular who says they're really struggling right now, like mentally, and they want to look after their health physically. And I understand where you're coming from. I'm in the same boat. And working in retail never helps. Even any job, to be honest. Any day job is, a strain, especially if it's not a job you love doing. the big news is I'm giving up on being a voice actor. Yeah. Alright, calm down. I can hear you now. I can hear you through the screen. Just shocked. But Tony, you're an amazing voice actor. Don't give up. Keep going. Thank you, by the way. I've had a lot of compliments, and yeah, I've had bad as well over the 2 years, but mostly positive, and I really appreciate it. I realised after all this hard work, it paid off. My voice acting was so cringy when I started. So was everybody's, really. Nobody starts off being born an incredible voice actor. It's like a talent that you're usually gifted, but you've got to use it, you've got to train. But, sorry, I'm rambling again. Yeah, I don't want to work for other people. I've worked with directors, professional directors, indie game directors, fan projects, multiple things. And even if I was to work on a big AAA professional project, that wouldn't even be like my dream anymore. Like, I don't care, it's not something I want to do anymore. I've turned my hobby into something I hate. And now it's just a chore. Like, I owe so many lines for fan projects and other stuff. Even if I was to get paid, like, good money, I've lost my passion. I'm burned out. And it just doesn't feel the same anymore. You're just hunting down for the next jobs all the time. I just think it's stressful. I couldn't live like that. Life on the edge. It just scares me. I know sometimes it's good. You've got to take risks in life. You've got to leave that job that you hate and start grinding on the side. I'm doing that right now, but I'd rather do that with YouTube or Twitch or something else. Doing something I feel is more fun. Like if I was gaming with friends or like streaming as a character and having fun with it. I could do it in my own schedule. Like, I'm not having to go up against... Yes, I'm still competing against lots of YouTubers, lots of Twitch streamers or whatever, or... It doesn't mean I have to do gaming, doesn't mean I have to... I could do anything. I can try different things on YouTube. It doesn't matter if you fail, because that's how you find the things that you truly love. And maybe one day can do as a career. Sometimes changing your day job, or if you can, at some point in your life, you figure out what you really like doing. You don't have to carry on doing something you don't like anymore just because other people tell you to. And yes, I'm sure a lot of people would love to quit their job and just do nothing. But that's not how the world works. When you leave college, you understand when you get into the adult world. It really hits you hard. And you've got to pay the bills. But what I'm just trying to get across is you've got to have breaks. Don't keep burning yourself out from both ends or you're going to become sick. And that's what's happened to me right now. And I'm struggling. And I have been for many months. And it's caused me to be depressed, really struggling with anxiety, and my job doesn't help. And I'm very lucky that I do have a supportive family and friends online that can help me through this, because it's a really difficult journey. And power to you, people who carried on while whatever, studying, job, whatever, and doing your passion, because not many people even try to pursue something. So be proud of yourself. You're amazing. You've done a lot. You haven't backed down. You haven't given up. And hopefully you find something else that can keep that light shining in you, because that's what I'm going to do. Don't be sad. I'm not quitting voice acting for good. I just wanted to work for myself. I'm still going to be using voice acting, even if I end up not doing it a lot. I seem to be editing a lot these days, and that's kind of tiring me out, but sometimes I have fun. So, you've just got to try new things. See if you like it. Take your breaks. Take care of yourself. Have a day just to relax. Do what you love. Watch a movie. Play your games. Watch your anime. Watch your cartoons. Do whatever the hell you want. Sit in your pajamas all day and whatever. Watch videos. Don't feel guilty. And this was my problem. And so many people, you don't have to be productive every minute of the day. It's so unhealthy. You only live once, and it's a shorter life than you realise. Time goes by so fast. Don't take it for granted. If you ever get the opportunity to go on holiday or even have a day off and do something with friends or family or your guardians, do it. Don't say no and say, oh, I've got to do this work. Put that on hold, okay? Do what you want to do. You have the power to say no. Yeah? Anyway, I'll stop boring you now. This is the real ToniVA's voice, yes? This is me, aka Diamond Dubs as well, for those of you who know me. This is just a bit of an update. Yes, I'm quitting voice acting, but I'm going to be a YouTuber. I'm hoping to get monetization. That's my goal. I would love to do YouTube part-time, and the dream is full-time. I want to do something I love, and I don't want to get burned out. I want to find my passion. But, hey, I might be able to still use voice acting, but in a much better way that I can just enjoy my time and make content that I love and that everybody else loves. And if that doesn't work out, I'll find something else, like we always do. Keep pushing on, keep doing what you love, and just take breaks. Yeah? Okay? You take care now, and I'll stop boring you. See you later. Happy 2023. And don't worry about your New Year's resolution. You can start anytime you want. There's no time limit. Alright, take care.